That medic's toast. Nomad smoke. 12 o'clock.
We're defending Alpha.
How we doing, guys? Longo here. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to build the best MOG 12 class. Now, I already made a video on this before, but I've had a lot of people asking me to make another tips and tricks video for the MOG 12, so I figured I'll just quickly run through my class, my favorite MOG 12 class again, and then I'll try to give you some tips and tricks on how to use the MOG 12 on all these maps really in Black Ops 4. Most of the maps are pretty self-explanatory, but some of the maps like Icebreaker and some of the larger maps are really tough to use a shoddy on. So we'll get into that later. But for right now, let's start building this MOG 12 class. Now, first thing you're going to need, I bet you'll never guess, your MOG 12. Alright, then you need to put that dark matter camo on there. If you don't have that yet, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life. Probably something, unlike me. So put your dark matter camo on, and then we go long barrel, barrel choke, then we go primary gunfighter 1 to get that extra attachment. Oh, that's secondary gunfighter 1. Rapid fire, and then we need our operator mod, of course. Now, the reason I'm not using any of these other attachments, and I chose the ones that I did, is because stock is basically useless. You're going to be one-shot killing people if your aim is worth a shit. Quick draw is useless because you're going to be one-shot killing people if your aim is worth a shit. And fast mags is actually pretty useful, but there's just no way to run it and still have room for all these other attachments, which are way more important. You want to set up your MOG 12 to deal the most amount of damage possible and just go for those one-shot kills. You want to hit those one-shot kills and just be done with the fight as fast as possible. Now, after you kill somebody, if you don't think there's anyone else around, you can just reload that one shell at a time. Just kind of keep your MOG 12 topped off, and you never have to worry about running these attachments. So, right here is the best class to deal the most damage. And this coming Tuesday, February 19th, the MOG 12 is getting a massive buff. I do not know why. I don't know how to feel about it either. I'm glad it's getting a huge buff. It doesn't need it, but I'm afraid that if it does get a huge buff, you're going to see a lot more people using it. And I will admit, this gun is no fun to go up against, but it's a blast to use, obviously. And then for gear, move right along here. Body armor is actually useful if you run into somebody else on the other team using a MOG 12, but that's the only time it's useful, because then you can't one-shot kill anybody with a MOG if they have armor or if they have 200 health. I suppose if they have armor, you can shoot them in the head and you can get a one-shot kill, but that's the only way. 200 health, impossible to get a one-shot kill because there's no damage multipliers on the MOG 12 for headshots. Comsec device, that's kind of useless if you just want to build the best MOG class possible, although it is useful to get streaks. Stim shot's the way that we're going to go, because you'll see in all my montages, all my videos, I'm constantly hitting the stem shot. A lot of YouTubers are saying acoustic sensor is the best equipment to run on a shotgun class, and what I have to say to that is put the training wheels away and be more aggressive and use stem shot. Acoustic sensor, I guess it could be useful if you're new to this class, but I mean, if you're pushing hard with the MOG 12, especially if you're using Ruin's grapple hook like I always do, you're going to be expecting fights constantly. You don't need an acoustic sensor to tell you that you're about to run into somebody head on, Acoustic sensor is only useful if people are trying to sneak up behind you, but if you're pushing them, that's rarely ever going to happen. So don't be a bitch. Perk 1, nothing, because we only have one slot left. Perk 3, nothing, because we only have one slot left. And the best perk to run is in perk 2, Gung Ho. If you break your sprint by hitting the aim button, by hitting L2, your sprint out time is literally 0. And this also makes your TTK, your time to kill, 0. If you okay, it makes it like a split second, but if you aim and shoot, you can just come right out of your sprint and instantly kill anybody, and it is so overpowered. I don't know why they did not address this in this upcoming patch, but I don't really care. And that's the best class right here. This is it's my main class. I've been using this since launch, since day one. This was the class I built, and I've never strayed away. Now, sometimes I use this. Wait, I changed this class to have ComSec device. Okay. Sometimes I use this class setup here. This is what it would look like. You take away Dragon's Breath, and then you could run, what am I looking for here? Secondary Gunfighter. That's what I'm looking for. Wow, I'm an idiot. Run 2 secondary gunfighters, and then you can have your barrel choke. And this will still allow you to get one-shot kills. The only way to really get one-shot kills with this gun is with the barrel choke, at least. Dragon's Breath just makes it that much better. And I guess in this upcoming patch on Tuesday here, they're going to make Dragon's Breath so it doesn't burn over time like it does right now. Right now, if you shoot somebody, they'll just keep burning until they either die or heal. But what it's going to do is add like a burst of fire damage after you shoot them. So it's like all the fire damage kind of at once, you know, it doesn't just burn them over time. Which I don't understand how that's any more balanced. That's just going to make the one-shot kill potential that much. I don't know what they were thinking. But this gun is literally going to be a sniper rifle after this next patch. I guarantee it. You'll be one-shotting people every time you shoot them if you have that previous class setup I just showed you. But anyway, back onto this class. If you want something with like some alternative here, you could run barrel choke, and then you could have your fast mags if you're having a lot of trouble with your reloads. And then this gives you one extra perk slot that you can throw on Scavenger if you need ammo. That'd probably be what I would run. Maybe not. Maybe Dead Silence, you know. Anything, any perk you're choosing, just another way to have a good MOG 12 and still have some leftover slots for other things to kind of fill out your overall class. Another thing that I sometimes like to do is take off barrel choke, and then I'll just run fast mags, and then you can have more perks. This will give you a this will be a 2-shot kill basically all the time, but if you really need a flank or something, you really need Dead Silence or Ghost, you can do this. I wouldn't recommend it. This gun is really not good without barrel choke, but anyway, that's a real quick rundown of my best class. This is what it looks like once again. This class is set up right here. I cannot hype it up enough. It is so OP. And now we will go on to some more tips and tricks. I'm going to play some gameplay here, and we will do the whole tips and tricks thing. So I'll see you over there. Alrighty guys, so I got some ice break gameplay for you. I figure if you can do decent with the shotgun on this map, you can do decent with it on any map in this game, because I will say this map is very difficult to use the MOG 12 on unless you have Ruin's grapple hook to get you out of those long lines of sights quickly and get up in their face. Now, with the MOG 12, there's not a whole lot of tips and tricks I can really give. A lot of it is just experience and how to maneuver and move around the map. I always grapple down the long lines of sight to get to where I think they'll be. The idea is to get to them before they see me, you know. So you want to kind of know where they're spawning, depending on what game mode you're playing. You want to get there quick, catch them off guard, and see right here, I can't get that guy. I know that's a losing fight. But this guy here, you'll see that I really juked him out. I was able to, if you rewind that, we made eye contact. I'm saying psych in the gameplay because we made eye contact, and I went left like I was gonna go up between those barrels, and I went right back out around, and that guy had no idea. If you play that back, you'll see. And actually, I have another clip I'm gonna throw in right here of me doing the same thing, pretending that I'm gonna go one way and coming back out the other way. And here it is.
Slam Dunk. We want to be you.
And you'll see right there, I did the exact same thing. It's all about the mind games, because you have to remember with the MOG 12, you can kill them before they kill you. You can one-shot anybody at close range. So what you really need to do is watch out for those. You have to bait them, lure them in. You have to watch out for those long lines of sight. So you see how I'm just going between cover, just zigzagging through cover to get to that guy. Wasn't very good, but you have to remember that you have to be close to kill them. So you just have to get close to them without them killing you. I mean, I know I'm just kind of repeating the same thing over and over, but that's really what it's all about. You really just need to grapple down the long lines of sight and juke between cover to get to people. It's all about faking them out. There's so many times when I'll run around a corner and someone will be I'll see somebody, they'll be too far away for me to kill them. So I'll turn around and run away, or so it looks like it, and then they'll chase after me, and then I'll just turn right back around the corner and they'll be right there and just not even ready for it. So yep, that's my main tip. That's my main tip and trick. I mean, I was sitting here for a while trying to think, what tips and tricks can I really give for a MOG 12? And there's really not a lot. Really, it just all comes down to experience, and just experience playing and moving between cover, making smart decisions. Like right there, I jumped down instead of trying to challenge two guys. If that was one guy, I might have tried to jump back out and peek him, but instead I saw two guys there. I'm like, okay, well that's a losing fight. I'm gonna jump down here into the water and try to go around and just stay moving. Like anytime you shoot somebody, like say I had picked one of those guys off and that up there in the ship, if I would have shot one of them and killed them, I might not have just straight up challenged the second guy, because they would have, they would have already been shooting at me and stuff. So what I would have done was I would have shot, and then I would have tried to run away, run back down, try to get a flank on him, or if I think he followed me when I ran away, I would turn back around and surprise him. So yeah, I mean, that pretty much does it for tips and tricks. I'll let this gameplay run out. If you guys want to watch it, you can. If not, that's okay. I end up going 44-8 with a 5.5 KD, and I was at the top of the leaderboard. I think this was arms race we were playing, so 100 kills to win. But yeah, if you guys made it this far in the video, I appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you so much. If I come up with any more tips and tricks, I'll be sure to make a follow-up video. If you guys want more, I'll try to think up more. Just let me know. But yeah, I will leave all my links down below. Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, all that. And other than that, go ahead and share this video with anybody that you know who likes the MOG 12 and might want some tips and tricks on how to use it. And I will see you guys next time. Well, I want to get in front of that guy, but I don't get to.
Enemy UAV above.
Put him down, put him down.
Enemy CUAV established above.
Oh, nice health boost. That was clutch. Where are they at? Are they on this side? This side?
Painting targets. Sensor dart away.
Just gonna burn to death?
Profit neutralized.
TACOM, launch a UAV.
In return, sensors are capped to your objective.
Crash.
UAV
Death from above.
safe to feed.
Drone squadron on station.
Transferring drone squadron control.
What the fuck are they? I don't know where the spawn's for.
Squadron control.
Really ran across the entire map without finding anybody. For some reason they spawned on our side. I don't understand why.
Down.
Practice up.
Copy. 12 o'clock.
Sniper's nest on standby.
All that fucking armor. Oh my god.
TACOM, Ruin requesting sniper chopper above.
Helo in your AO. Establishing sharpshooter overwatch.
Drone squadron MTC.
That's the war machine.
We're all over him.
Good,
Take
dude.
the win.
Target located. Check range and middle.
Battery down.
Armor.
TACOM, get me UAV eyes above.
UAV perimeter established. Angels 10. Deleted target.
Enemy sniper
Red shot.
Bitch.
Never a doubt. Good job.